so dark inside. You should definitely do bigger windows. Are these windows too small?
Some of you were concerned about size of the windows in the second building. In your opinion, we should definitely do bigger windows here because it's very dark inside. But before I tell you where this problem comes from, I'll tell you a fun fact. We always ask for the largest possible windows for a building, because we like plenty of light inside. Being in a dark room all day is tiring for us, so we implement many solutions in our buildings to avoid the need for small windows like those found in old Italian houses, and to constantly have shutters closed during the summer. What is important, we rebuild the building so we can just design the windows we want. The law stipulates percentages that we must adhere to, but our local geometra ensures this is a win-win for both us and the commune. This is also one of the reasons why we recommend to work with local geometra, especially when you do such a huge renovation project as we do. He keeps an eye on everything. So why is so dark inside? To be honest, it isn't, but it may seem so because of the lenses I use for recording. But these are technical issues. Around the house there is scaffolding which limits access to light. And there is also a little bit darker from the forest side, because the trees create shade, which is, to be honest, useful in the summer. You're now seeing the window measurements on your screen because it's time to place an order. Let me know in the comments what you think about these window sizes. Are they enough? We also had to decide what the garage door would look like. Since this garage would be used for storing our belongings and not the car, we didn't plan on a typical garage door, but rather a larger divided door with glass, similar to the entrance doors, only larger. Our next task that day was preparing the ground for the installation of a mailbox at the entrance gate. Until now, we've been postponing the installation of the mailbox until later. We wanted to wait until the stone wall by the entrance gate was finished, so we could properly install the mailbox. However, since we were receiving more and more parcels and the courier didn't always know how to reach us or whether they could enter the property, which caused some complications, we decided to install it now.
The mailbox will be built into the stone wall later, which will reach all the way to the tree on the right. We specifically chose a model that opens from the front for both drop-in and drop-out access. So it's not the standard option, because typically most of the mailboxes like that opens from the front when you want to drop in the letter or parcel, and open from the back when you want to take out the parcel. We don't have place for that because we knew that we need to place this mailbox here and not in this part of the wall, so we won't have access to the mailbox from the back. So in the moment this mailbox can look weird in the middle of nowhere, but when the wall will be done, it's gonna look really good. And don't worry, it is installed in such a way that we can uninstall it very easily, if necessary, during the construction of the stone wall.
In early spring, I showed you that I needed to refresh the wood on the bench under the house. Unfortunately, the previous wood protection oil didn't hold up and mold had developed on the bench over the winter. So we bought a brand new oil, which I will show you in a moment, and I got to work.
Painting the bench has been done, but unfortunately I think I made a small mistake because there's still some mold here. I think that those dark stripes are still a mold. While sanding it seems like it's gone, but I think it's still there. Last year I told you that we are not sure if we should use protective oil or protective paint, because protective paint used in the first part of the garden keeps really well, and the oil, as you could see, didn't protect the wood well. But we decided to use protective oil again, but from different brand, and we used this brand in this color. This is the same brand which we use to protect the bamboo wood inside the house. The oil from this brand is really recommended as a strong and long-lasting protection. So I hope there will be no more mold on this bench than the amount we have here. The last thought I had about the whole process is that I thought that the color of this oil will be more similar to the chestnut beams we have in the house and outside the house. But this one is a little bit lighter. But here I put only one layer, so maybe 2 layers match more to the color on the packaging.
After all this minor work, we're back to the main topic. As I said before, we're just beginning the installation of the insulation foil from the inside of the house. First, Maciek cleans the room so he can access every exterior wall that needs insulation, and then he starts screwing in the wooden boards that will allow for the subsequent installation of the foil.
Put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry in the name of love. When you ride with me, don't gotta worry.
In the next episode, I tell you more about the installation process. If you have any questions about the entire installation, leave a comment under the video.